guys, that was the whole album. We wanted to make some content based around just asking a few questions. So if you guys wouldn't mind, what's your name? Josh?
Yes.
Josh, would you mind if you keep rolling and y'all just ask us a few questions? That'd be very nice. If anybody has any curiosities about the album, it's like
6 months. From Beloved City Bars to December. Yeah, it took about 6 months. We met once a week, every Wednesday. And got it done.
He didn't skip any Wednesdays.
I didn't skip a single one.
Me and I skipped a couple.
So in each of the, I'm sorry, did you?
You go ahead.
So in each of the songs, you all have your lyrics, right? So did you write them, the ones that you all wrote?
Yes.
So each of you wrote your separate lyrics in each of the songs?
Yes.
All right.
There are some hooks, however, where Jacoby and I did switch. Like there was a hook, Universal Law. I wrote that one, but he sang it.
Okay.
I think Truth Be Told was a collaboration between the both of us. There was another song where he wrote the hook, but I sang it.
Okay.
So, whatever fit the song the best.
Definitely. And I would say, through this album, I've learned a little bit more about production and wanting to like sing certain parts. And sometimes you're not the best person to sing your part. And so this album definitely helped me understand, different people in their different roles. Because I feel like Ayo probably has the best singing voice out of all three of us.
For
and
real.
He just started.
No, for
So,
real.
yeah, so-
Does he?
That man got a soulful voice over there. Gary. Right. My bad. That might be a mental thing right there.
No, this is a simple question, but is it out yet?
No.
Okay, so
But-
y'all waiting for this?
But you can buy it today.
Hey.
Everybody here, this is just for y'all. If you would like to, I have a QR code. You can get a link to purchase the album today.
I'm plugging your QR code. You're welcome.
That man gonna link it to the world.
Yeah, Dad.
$10 for the whole thing. You can buy the songs if you just want a specific song you like. You can buy that too. It's $1.50.
What was your inspiration behind
That's my question.
Oh, what was I?
that was definitely my question.
it? Yeah.
I feel like for each song, there's a different inspiration. I mean, like, we could go down each one. Like, I would say Motion, the first song that we had out, that was the first song that we made. And initially, I feel like we were kind of just getting our feet wet. But as we were meeting every week, it kind of turned from let's make a song to let's just talk about the week that we had. And let's just talk about the things that we've been dealing with in the past week. And so I would say that if there was an overarching theme, it would just be all of us connecting on all the points that we had. Like, Love City Body was about having a pretty black girlfriend, and we all have that. So we don't spend it like that. I would say Food for Thought was like, okay, this is the last song that we writing, so we better, everything else that you ain't gonna have space to write about nothing else. So they all definitely have their own individual meanings.
With the one that was about stepping, what was the inspiration behind that
Stepping?
Who be stepping like this? That's food for thought.
That's Food for Thought?
Yes, that's food for
Okay,
thought.
that was getting everything out.
Basically, yeah. Me personally, I just wanted to talk my stuff. I feel like I got the most experience here. I record a lot of music. After we get done here, I'm gonna go record some more music. And I just wanted to like really present myself in a way like, yeah, I do this. Here's some food for your thought. I'm presenting myself in a way that my artistry was very well shown in that song.
So that last song was real heavy. What was the inspiration behind that one?
Truth be told, I've been going through it, sir. I have been.
Because I heard that.
I
heard it on his verse too.
So the theme for Hell's Kitchen was very emergent. Like, we didn't come in with the idea of calling it Hell's Kitchen. We didn't come in with the idea of having verses and songs that kind of varied in how heavy they were. And so the thing about Truth Be Told is like, when we got to when we finally were like, okay, Hell's Kitchen, bro. What's
So it was kind of like I was making a video with Ayo, and I think he was making music with Ayo, and then I was like, well, I want to come over and make music too.
But to go back to your question about like the heaviness of it and everything, so I can talk like personally for me, like these two right here, they've been making music. These two were musical geniuses, right? They've been doing this for a while. So they were like, hey man, you gotta get your reps in, you gotta get your reps in. I was like, bro, making a song every week, I wrote a song every 6 months. So, you know, for me, this entire experience, I was like, I was burning out while trying to create. And so being in that space, it was like when you're working out, I got stronger, I'm better at doing it now, but also I was emotionally drained while I was trying to write. And so that kind of put me in it kind of put me in the mindset of, all right, how am I trying to get past this? It put me in the mindset of thinking about what are the things that I've had to move by, what are the struggles that I've conquered and stuff like that. So through infusing that in the lines, Hell's Kitchen kind of thematically just emerged.
We call it Hell's Kitchen because we started in the summer at my house. And my room, I have the attic. It's not properly insulated. So it gets really, really hot. And it's like, okay, we're cooking up. That's what musicians like to say about studios. We're cooking up. It's hot in my room. So, Hell's Kitchen.
I kind of wanted to speak on what you were talking about, Dad. Me personally, I talk about my everybody around me in my music, personally. I talk about everybody in my life, in my music. The closer you are, the more you're probably in my music. So, really, every song, and I'm not gonna lie, Kyler told me this when we were writing songs together. It's like you have to consistently ask yourself the question as you're writing, who are you talking to? And so for each one of my songs, I'm not gonna expose myself and tell every person I'm talking to on every one of the songs, but I'm talking to a specific person every song. So I feel the message of the song is really meant for a specific person with each song. Thank you, Amir, for owning that. Made it sound smart.
Any more questions?
I do. I have one. I was wondering who are your influences? And I'm not talking about like current artists, but I can hear like artists from the 90s. I'm a Gen Xer. So who are y'all's influences when you're rapping?
I'm not a rapper.
Oh, okay. So,
I've never considered myself a rapper. Like, I like words. I like to write.
Okay.
But to answer your question, John Legend, you can kind of.
Hey, that's a good one.
John Legend's the only reason I was like, hey, I remember I was 9 years old cleaning the dishes. Oh my God, set me free! Evolver, check that out. But yeah.
I won't say I'm influenced by anybody from the 90s, but I am thoroughly studied. I'll say my influences are like Andre 3000, Kendrick Lamar. Of course, we're from Memphis. Young Dolph, Key Glock. I also draw a lot from like with John Legend, because I do try to sing a little bit here and there. Giveon a little bit, since he has that lower voice.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna take a little bit unconventional way because I mean, of course, I can say Kendrick and Chance are my top two influences, but honestly, the people who influenced me to make this album the most were Ayo and Key, because after this album, I really felt a desire to make more music by myself. But prior to this album, I wasn't making any music by myself, and so this album, honestly, it couldn't have happened if I wouldn't have rapped as hard as I rapped on any of the things, or sang as hard as I sang, or played as hard as I played, if I wasn't surrounded by the talent of these two guys. So they definitely influenced this tape for sure.
Yes, sir.
That sort of dovetails into the question I was going to ask you. Now that you all have collaborated brilliantly, I might add,
Thank you.
how do you see this influencing your solo work moving forward? What are you all going to take from this experience as you branch out and do your own things?
Oh, I've been opening myself up to collaborations, because I'm Mr. Do It All by myself. Like, I'm gonna make the beat, I'm gonna write the lyrics, I'm gonna sing the whole song, I'm gonna mix the whole song, I'm gonna shoot the video with a tripod by myself, edit everything, post it, it's all out, it's all me. But through this process, I've, been opening myself to asking for help, especially on production-wise. I'm a musician, I play sax, but I can't play trumpet. I can't play guitar. So having Jacoby to actually play other parts for me was very helpful. I'm actually working on my boy back here, he has a project that I'm like, okay, I can help him on. And it's like, I just enjoy working with other people a lot more than previous experiences I've had.
Yeah.
I finished the question.
So, to answer your question, I hate these niggas, but
Whoa.
I love them, man. They're great too, bro. They know that. So
I knew exactly what you meant by that.
but honestly, it really helped me carve out and define my own artist identity a little bit more. I don't really, like I said, I'm not a rapper or anything like that. I don't even consider myself an artist, so to speak. I just like to do shit, you know. And so the two of them have helped me recognize what my doing shit looks like in community. And I really appreciate that because, like he, you know, I'm not as talented as he is. I go on YouTube or ask a friend for a beat, and then I like to write, and then of course perform. But the two of them have helped expand like my skill set. He's been helping me mix and all that good stuff, so thankful for that. And then Jacoby over here, he just be barring beats to death. I mean, punchline after punchline. So they taught me, hey, one, what my strengths are, two, where my areas of development are, and three, how to be more comfortable just being my do shit person self.
And it's real.
I'll be quick about mine. I really, in the future, this project really made me desire to want to produce my own music more because watching Key and us being able to make this beat, this album from scratch, sans the first two beats, that really made me be like, wow, we can make some really unique and some good sounding music, and we can make it like from scratch. And that's something that I had been overly reliant on my other collaborators in the past. For sure. I mean, I definitely let everybody else produce for me, and I treated myself like a prince in the booth, and I was just like, oh, I'll just make the beat and I'll just do the rapping part. But it's important as an artist to be a part of the production, not just part of your verse or just your part, because it makes the project hit like something real rather than a group project where somebody put in more effort than the other.
Yeah.
Got that.
Well, speaking of production, oh, I'm sorry.
I just want to make a comment on that. I, as somebody older, and most of the people here can agree with me or not, you go far, you go fast by yourself, you go far as a group. Seeing y'all work together and you just do by yourself, you can still do your own as a group.
Yeah.
Like, I think you have something here that is hard to, you don't break it up too much.
I appreciate that.
Y'all need to peer pressure Io into coming to the studio.
Well, he banned us yesterday.
Yeah,
He banned us from working without him.
that's what he said.
That's crazy. I have a 9 to 5.
What,
That's why I take 6 months.
speaking of like the production, and I really want to kind of go on this because of something that Io said, like, as his do shit self. Like, how did you balance the scrutiny in your technical work versus your creative work?
We specialized.
Huh?
We specialized.
What do you mean by that?
We each have individual strengths, and in the coming together of this project, we decided to lean on those strengths. Because I have the most experience with production and mixing and mastering, I took the lead on that. But instead of doing all the work in the process, they learned from that.
And I'll say to that same token, like, another way that it was also balanced is that it wasn't. Because there were definitely some days where Key made half the beat, and then me and Io just rapped on it. There were some days that we came, and we were like, dang, we don't feel like making a beat. We just gonna use one of these beats that we had in the vault. And so I think that with the creative process and being logistical and being creative, if you're gonna give space for your creativity, you have to give space for yourself to bend the logistics of the situation. You can't be like, well, we can be like, yeah, we need to meet every Wednesday, but some Wednesdays may not be the Wednesday because it's not the time that we feel creatively stimulated to create.
That's true.
I guess I don't know if I phrased my question well enough because I'm trying to kind of get at like, were there some beats that or some songs that you guys created that didn't make the cut because what I mean by the scrutiny in your technical side versus your creative side, like how many songs did you come across that was like, man, I really love this song, but it just sounds trash, or man, this song really sounds.
We didn't stop those And I'll tell you, I be scrutinizing too, and I be like, nah, I don't like this one. Key would be like, no, we're putting it on there, and then Io be like,
truth. Yes.
Yeah.
They didn't let me take away one of my verses.
Me did.
Did that help? What did you learn from that? Did you learn anything? Did that help you? What do you think?
I can, for myself, I was just like, bro, just do it. Like this is my first like listening party or whatever, man. So they were like, bro, the bar is out in hell. It's at 0, bro. We gotta do something. And so, to their credit, they helped me take that. I wouldn't call it a first step because that would be not taking myself, seriously. But they definitely helped me, put stuff out there. So that's what I took away.
I'll say what they learned from that was execution. Because me, I'm gonna make a song. It could drop today. It could drop tomorrow. Folks make a lot of music and it don't go nowhere. It's just sitting in their phone. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got some fire music coming. I'm like, all right, so when is it coming out? When are you going to execute the plan that you set into motion? I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely the driving force behind this project because I'm like, all right, what are we making music for? Are we putting this out, or how much are you committed? What is your energy level? Like, what do you want to put into this, and what do you want to get out?
You should have said you ain't gonna stop my motion right there.
I should have. Now we gotta do motion 2.
Yeah. Anybody else? All right. Well, I guess we're really done. Thank you guys for all coming out.
No, thank you for sharing your talent.
Yeah.